What are you reading?
I'm writing well. It's for AP next year.
Oh, I'm not taking AP next year. Summer work is stupid.
Well, I'm doing it because I want to become a better writer and do better in college. On Writing Well helped me determine how to structure my essays. It also taught me what to put in my different types of essays. On Writing Well also helped me determine the right style I could use, connect with my audience, what words to use, and how to edit and revise my papers. Overall, On Writing Well helped me start the year off with some experience with writing.
This book helped to remind me of strategies of writing and what to avoid in my essays. William Zinsser includes many different ways of keeping essays short and concise. By reading this book over the course of the summer, it helped me to stay conscious of writing skills that I had, and even of ones that I would learn through the book On Writing Well.
The two essays I had to pick to write about, two sections from Writing Well, weren't the best essays I've ever written. However, it was a start. You have to start somewhere. The summer essays are totally different from the essays I write. By writing the summer essays, I can see the change in my writing over the year.
Starting out the year with these two essays was definitely a different experience. Before this, we have never gotten to write about a topic that was particularly interesting to us. For me, I chose to write about travel for one of my essays. I enjoyed this because it was not something that I'd ever been able to write about through an English class. I also realized what trash my writing was before this class when looking back at these two essays.
Ugh, I don't want to write this paper. Maybe I'll just write a few paragraphs for writing workshop.
Therefore, without chives and sour cream, people would die. Your turn, Amy.
I really only have one paragraph.
Again? Really?
Ever since I didn't do my paper for writing workshops, things have been haunting me. My duties and responsibilities have been coming after me. Here they come now.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Writing workshops help to get several peer edits on a single essay to help enhance its content. Throughout the year, these workshops have helped me to identify the mistakes and also recognize where rhetorical devices can be implemented. Also, by reading other essays, I gathered stylistic elements from my own writing.
Writing workshops allowed me to catch many mistakes in my writing. Run-on sentences, comma splices, and fragment sentences were caught throughout my writing when reading it out loud. Reading my essay in the writer's workshop made me more observant with the tone I was portraying with my writing. In spots where I sounded too neutral, I was then able to add more emotion to further my argument.
Getting into writing workshop groups helped me break my biggest addiction, procrastination. With the workshops, you can't procrastinate because you are held accountable to have some essay ready to read for your group. This also helped me realize the benefits of not saving everything until the last minute.
Ignoring my responsibilities and duties didn't even show in my writing. The self-reflection didn't help anyway since it was only 5 points.
Ha-ha-na-ha-na.
Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Okay, go. Self-reflections have made me grow as a writer immensely. Critiquing myself has made me begin to catch many mistakes before I make them.
Self-reflections have also made me realize how the outcome of my essays change when I go unprepared and start early compared to when I wait until the last minute and rush my ideas. Overall, they have shown me how being aware of every mark I make on my paper matters.
Having the self-reflection sheets helped me because they made me realize the flaws in my personal writing process. I saw how, when I did not spend as much time on a paper, the grade I received on that paper directly reflected my effort. For me personally, it helped me realize that I needed to revise my papers more. I made the mistake of only editing my papers once instead of making multiple edits. This helped me because when it came time for the next essay, I knew the flaws in my writing process, and by fixing this process, I was able to write a better paper and get a better grade.
The manila folders were the best part about AP English. I can see what I needed to work on and fix it. If I didn't have a manila folder, I would be making the same mistakes over and over again. There would be no difference between my writing at the beginning of the year and the end.
It was extremely beneficial for me when it comes to the manila folder. By having specific notes on what I needed to change in my papers, I was able to pinpoint the problems with my writing. This helped me increase the quality of my essays over the year, making me a better writer.
I don't want to read this anymore. I'm just going to spark note it.
I think I'm going to read the book, that way I'll be ready for the test.
Okay, class, you have 10 minutes to finish this test.
I don't know any of this.
Hama hana ha. Hiha huasha wishwa kika hara 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 wishna wampa hara 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 hara.
Through the tulips with me. Oh, tiptoe from the garden, on the willow tree, and tiptoe.
We are gathered here today in memory of Amanda Marie Joe.
If she would have read Frankenstein, she would still be here today.
The flower will stay, we'll keep the showers away, and if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips with me?
Frankenstein was a little difficult reading because of all the events that were happening. However, this book helped me understand the different themes in books. I can understand compare, contrast, and knowledge and power. I notice all the relationships between the characters and be able to explain them. I believe that everyone should read Frankenstein. It can teach you a lot. Frankenstein is the doctor, not the monster.
Reading Frankenstein in class really helped me learn how to read critically. Especially when it came time to take the test, I learned how to study and read close enough to remember direct quotes, places, and interactions between the characters. Even though the text was somewhat hard to understand at first, I learned how to use tools such as audiobooks to my advantage. These skills, both reading critically and different study habits, will benefit me later in my education.
I don't even have a pencil. I'm not about to do this.
I'm actually going to try so that I can do good on the SAT.
Taking class time to write multiple 40-minute essays was very helpful in preparing me for the SAT and AP tests. Learning how to condense my thoughts into an outline before writing was helpful. This technique also helped me to develop a strong preface and thesis for my essay. They mostly helped me to manage my time and get my thoughts out quickly and efficiently. These essays also helped me understand and strengthen my writing in different formats for the following essays we learned to write: synthesis, rhetorical analysis, and argument.
Writing 40-minute essays have made me grow as a writer because of the time crunch. I began to be aware of my time and could come up with more ideas for each essay. As each one went by, I saw how my writing grew, and each essay had better syntax and more complex diction than the last one.
The many articles and prompts we did throughout the year gave me a better understanding of what to expect on the SAT as well as the AP test. Because of the time spent working with these, I was prepared to deal with difficult reading and knew how to handle it. Reading all the essays Mr. Rineer gave us helped me understand how to read critically. I can understand themes, motifs, and tone. The essays from the photo unit helped me understand how people visualize their writing through a camera lens. The essays from the food unit helped me understand how an author can describe something so simple but make it so complex.
Taking the multiple choice test especially helped me when it came time to taking the AP test. During the test, we had to complete a series of multiple choice questions in a short period of time. Without these practice tests that we took in class, I would not have been able to get the timing right when it came to reading passages and answering questions about those passages. These practice tests helped me learn how to read a passage and obtain necessary information from that passage effectively when in a time setting.